You and your two cellmates splash through the sewers, dragging along your homemade raft. You make it to the waterline, and you can already hear alarms sounding in the distance. They know you're escaping. The three of you manage to push your simple boat into the freezing waters. This is your only chance. You make it a few dozen meters out, and then an icy wave crashes over you. Peterson loses his grip and is dragged away. At the same time, shots begin to ring out from the shore, peppering the water around you. Jameson cries out, "We have to leave him. He's done for." But you couldn't. The three of you have been working on this plan for years. Will you leave your friend behind to make your escape? Or are you on a mystery quest? And welcome back to Mausritter and the scenario Honey in the Rafters. Previously, our adventurers continue on their grand quest, and after parleying with the sugar cultists, they make their way up the chimney spout on their way to meet the Queen of the Bees. Will they succeed? Who knows? Please, follow me. And
you lead the way, my good sir.
Yeah, they kind of like buzz on in, into this place, and it is kind of a bit claustrophobic. Everything is a little bit sticky in here, and is like really warm. Like it's definitely just like this kind of labyrinth of tunnels that you are moving through that from the outside didn't look enormous. But like in here, like creeping along, you can see like bees are constantly coming and going, like zooming in and out of this place. And eventually you're brought into this kind of like big cavernous throne room, and like straight in front of you is this big queen bee, like is much, much bigger. Probably getting closer to almost like your size as a mouse. Is like colossally large.
We should all kneel out of respect.
What did you tell them about me? Did they all?
They were very familiar with you, Eduardo, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then
That
I
is
shall bow.
mainly what we talked about was your escapades.
I knew it. I could tell by the way you wiggled your bum.
Yet, all about them when I was telling them.
Fantastic.
Hazel does like a very clumsy curtsy of just, there.
You are brought, to this throne room and put in front of the queen, and there is a mouse in here who you can see looks like they've been stung once or twice. They have these kind of like big bulging like kind of swellings on their body, and they are sort of like on their knees in front of the queen, and they kind of like look at you and then instantly kind of begin sort of like praising the queen again. This queen doesn't look right. Her body is kind of really bloated. She has this sort of purple twinge to her eyes, and a lot of like where you've walked through, you've seen like this beautiful like golden yellow amazing honey kind of sort of dotted around in the honeycomb of these walls. But kind of more in this central chamber, you can see a lot of this honey is this like kind of dark purple honey that she is sort of gently kind of like reaching her arms into the honeycomb, dipping it in and licking it, consuming it. Mm-hmm. And a few of the bees around her, if you want to roll me kind of 2d6, someone.
5, 4.
So there are 9 bees sort of who are like floating around her, sort of bringing her more of this purple honey. They are all eating this honey as well, and they have the same purple twinge in their eyes, and they're all kind of moving erratically. Where the other bees are flying around sort of super competently, these bees look drunk, are just not having a real good time of it.
Other mouse looking like?
He looks at you and is like, scared. Mm-hmm.
Does he have the purpley eyes too?
No, he doesn't.
Would Hazel have purpley eyes now?
I think they've got a tinge, like sort of purple rimmed.
Lisan al-Gaib.
May your knife break and shatter. What's it's June.
Oh.
I'll kneel down and then start twerking to communicate with the queen again.
Working.
And say, Your Royal Esteemed Majesty. Then I go, I present to you our finest prince, Peeps Piddleton. Had to remind myself because I've been calling him your bleed, you see.
Right.
A very wonderful hive you have here.
What brings you to my kingdom? My bee kingdom.
We are humble tourists, you see, and we've always wanted to visit a beehive, and, well, we have royalty here, and we heard of the great Queen Bee.
Ah, have you come to kneel before me and my power?
Yes, very much so.
She dips her arm into one of these honeycombs and is like, she's just nibbling away at this purple honey.
My Majesty, are you in good health?
I've never felt better. This is a great day. I wish to see your prince kneel. And all of the other bees are just like, kneel.
They're telling you to kneel.
I would gladly kneel before this queen. As I am not yet a king, it's not a problem.
Perhaps I could propose a marriage. And form a great alliance.
A bee mouse marriage. Well, I want some kind of.
I love that we don't understand any of this, so we're just as he's trying to fucking this
Give
poor child.
Give me a persuade roll. Give me a persuade roll. I don't want to make it too hard, but maybe that's a disadvantage. I don't know if she wants to marry a mouse.
10.
What's your willpower?
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, how foolish of me. Of course, that would not work.
A queen marry a prince. Foolish. I will marry a king. I need no. I'm a bee. We don't work like that.
My apologies. I'm but a mouse.
When it gets to the time, I'll have, make a load of queens, send them out. Clearly in my drug-filled stupor, I don't fully know about how bees work. It's a fantasy land.
My apologies. But perhaps you'd be interested in an alliance of sorts.
A bee-mouse alliance.
Well,
What would we need to have of foolish mice?
you
I already have a stupid mouse here. And the guy who was on his knees like,
Who is this mouse?
he is the last mouse that came to parley with us and did not want to ingest the beautiful dark honey.
Why is the honey so dark?
It's perfect, delicious, incredible.
What has happened to the honey? I'm sure it's very delicious. A friend here has had some.
Ah, you've had some, please. Holds out her arm, dripping in this purple honey towards your face.
Just take her hand and just.
She reacts really positively to this. Is like genuinely like, yes. This is a weird scene.
Can I like try and use another charge of my stone to give these guys the understanding piece as well?
Yeah, I think to be able to bring everyone in, I say that does work. Yeah.
Okay.
If you roll,
Yeah, I'll use a second charge.
Well, no. So I want you to roll. I think you can cast it on those guys. Roll 3d6, and for each 4+,
4.
so that will count as a charge.
1.
And one more.
6.
Ooh, okay. So that's 2 charges used. So for each 4+ you roll, counts as a charge. But also, if you roll a 6, that's a miscast.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Which it means that you've still cast the spell. But you take d6 will damage
I'm
for
dead.
each 6. So roll d6.
Okay. 4.
Right, okay, very good. So what does that... So you've lost that from your will.
Oh, okay, so I have 2 will now?
Okay, now you have to make a will test, a will save.
Jeez.
So I think it's a D20.
Okay.
To roll under your will,
Okay.
which is now 2.
12.
Okay, that means that you have the drained condition.
Oh.
So that now goes onto your inventory, and it means that you are rolling at disadvantage anytime you roll against your will now.
Okay.
And it will say how you have to clear that. Maybe take a long rest or something like that.
Okay, yeah, it's a full rest.
But now, all of you can suddenly hear the queen bee just being like, yes, yes, eat my delicious dark honey. Hazel is there just...
I must inquire, why is the honey dark?
Well, we get it from the great sunflower across the way. Yes, the one with its rich blackness.
What makes it so special? Hi, Eduardo, as you know.
She pokes one of her hands into another thing and reaches out to you. Taste it for yourself. I insist.
I'd love to.
Oh no.
I think Eduardo will like put his lips on her hand and kind of go, but not really like eat any. So it's just kind of around his mouth. Do you think that's doable? Like a little bit, I guess, would get eaten.
I think even a little bit of the pure stuff is pretty good. Yeah, okay. You like it is this thick, sticky honey that it is on your lips, in your fur.
Wow.
Do you want to roll me a d6?
5.
5. Ooh. Paper skin.
Damage taken from fire is enhanced. Rain and swimming causes 1d6 damage. To clear it, I need to eat wasp eggs for a week.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
Jesus.
Gross.
Well, I think that we could maybe perhaps form a very great alliance here. Now, I understand that there is another cult of mice here, the sugar cult that your good gods here informed me of. That can't be very good for you. They're taking your honey.
They're sharing in the delights of the beautiful dark honey. We hope all will consume this as well.
Of course. But perhaps I could give to you a gift from our homeland, since you are kindly letting us sample your honey.
A gift. All the other bees begin like saying, a gift. Give a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly the purple bees. While this is all going on, you notice like a lot of the bees that don't have this purple twinge, they all look like really uncomfortable. Like really like, ooh.
Yeah. Yes. And the guard bees, they weren't purple, were they?
No.
No, okay. Yes, I have here, and I reach into my... I don't have any... my backpack.
Your little backpack, or your little mouse belt.
Yeah, and pull out my milk. I have here milk of the poppy, known for its restorative effects and medicinal value. Much like your honey is very medicinal and helpful, perhaps this gift would, and also, rich in natural sugars, probably very delightful for you.
I'll
humbly hold up the bottle of milk to her.
She'll take up the bottle of milk. This little bottle of... Is it poppy milk?
No, I'm buffing.
Opium?
I'm buffing. I'm just hoping it does something.
Yeah, she has a little sip of it and spits it out. Ugh! This is not sweet. It is not dark. It is the exact opposite of what I want.
My humblest apologies.
Get these mice out of my sight.
Now, wait, old Queenie baby bee. We would love some more of your honey. We would love to take your honey back home to our village. Yes, and because we want to spread the good word about you. Do you always add the sunflower goo? Always?
We add it and it makes it so much better.
Oh, see, I'm more of a original kind of guy. Why mess with the classics, you know?
No, the dark honey is the best.
Right. Why don't we do a performance for you? That's why we came here, to perform for you. I, the great Eduardo.
I would love to see a performance. I definitely want to see where this is going.
Right, fantastic.
As Queen of the Bees.
Right, Eduardo, you've got to think on your feet, just like you did back at the Battle of Waterloo. Right. Okay. I need your incense.
I just pass it to them.
Okay. Right.
They don't much like it, but you've been warned.
It's fine. I am going to do some cheerleading for you. Very big back in our village.
Right, okay.
Right.
Common mouse tradition, you see.
You know, we like to swing our baton around and throw it and do the splits and all that.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
What are you hoping to achieve with this?
I want to light the incense and, like, ram the queen with it. Or, like, just fluff it around.
No, I know. I love this. But attack the queen.
Well, maybe attacking her is a terrible idea. No, because she's
In the hive.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, wait, that's a terrible idea.
Stay with your first choice.
Right. Okay, all right. Well, you want me to
Stab the queen.
Stab the queen.
It's a bold move.
Your Royal Highness, may I present myself? Prince Peeps Piddleton here. You know, he was wrong earlier when he asked if I would marry you. Of course, you are far too glorious and magnificent for me, but maybe in the future I could marry one of your daughters, perhaps. Is there any other young royalty that we might speak to in your hive?
My daughters. All of these are my daughters, is how bees work, right? But, yes, you bore me now. You may talk to one of my daughters instead.
Cool. I'll go and do that then. This one looks nice. Like one which isn't dark and purple.
Hawthorne, take them to my daughters. And the mouse on his knees in front of you kind of is like, yes, oh God, yes, my queen, please, come this way. And off, like, to one side, like an antechamber, you get taken in, and there is a smaller, like, it's larger than a regular bumblebee, but smaller, much smaller than the queen. And you are taken off.
Will you marry me? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Who the hell are you?
Hi.
Talk to the
Hi.
little mouse guy.
I'm not embarrassed.
So you're taken off to one side with this guy, and he's like, you're in grave trouble. They're keeping me here. I came as an envoy. A long time ago, I wanted to get some honey, but the queen is quite mad. She's obsessed with that stuff.
Don't worry, Hawthorne. We've got a plan. We're going
Excellent.
to rescue you and save this beehive from those evil purple bees that have taken it over.
Please.
Just you wait. Look, these normal bees look very uncomfortable with what's going on. I reckon we can create our own Civil War bee army.
The guards that were with you, the guard that kind of brought you along earlier that you first spoke to, is kind of flying along with you guys. Is there as well.
So he can hear that guard can hear everything.
He is sort of at the back. You're going through one of these tunnels. He doesn't have to have heard you say Civil War. But they'll never turn on their queen. No, we can't turn on the queen. She is the queen, but she is ill. Please, Save the queen.
What can we do to help? Do we have to take down that sunflower? It looks right dodgy.
That's a perfect idea.
That sounds... Yes, if they don't have access to the cursed pollen, then they won't be able to make any more of the black honey.
And
It's the bad honey. It's driving everyone crazy.
perhaps we could try and trick the queen into getting some bees to take us there, so that we don't get killed by the animal that's outside, by under the false promise that we'll take a seed from the flower and spread it across the land, and when we get there, kill the flower.
One of the princess bees. They are who to talk to. We can, with their help.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Maybe, do we make this bee a princess? Because then I don't have to introduce a new
that's
bee
fine.
character.
The girl just happens to be princess.
Yeah,
Why
like,
not?
yeah,
Work
sure.
experience.
yeah, keeping guard.
Technically, we're all princesses.
You, as you were talking to this kind of quite badly stung mouse Hawthorne and the bee guard, I don't have a list of names for bees. I only have a list of names for mice.
Be Linda.
Bee Linda. Hey, I'm Bee Linda. I'm also actually one of the princesses, but I like to do guard duty. If there is a way that you can destroy the flower, I believe this will break the curse.
Well, can you get us to it?
100%. I believe we can. We can fly you over, but you'll have to make your way back on your own. They will notice that we are missing. But how can you destroy something so big? That is way beyond our capabilities.
Oh, we got good teeth for gnawing. We can just gnaw it down, surely.
That's what happened in
Yes.
the other room.
Yes, actually,
Just dancing up a storm.
that would probably work, I think.
I've heard about them beavers what chew down big trees. Surely some mice can take down a sunflower.
Beavers.
Tell us more.
Tell us more. Tell us how to use this tree power. I fear your teeth won't be enough, and the black sunflower is pure evil. The sap contained within, it must be a concentrated form of the darkness inside.
Do not fear, brave Belinda, for you will be my bride, and I will save your bee kingdom, and we will stickily join our bee kingdoms and mouse kingdoms together in holy matrimony.
I don't know about the biological side of that, but an alliance sounds wonderful.
Let's go. We'll figure it out when we get there. That's my attitude.
Okay, it will take us a few moments to prepare. And Belinda flies off sort of through these tunnels. And Hawthorne is like, this plan sounds positively terrifying.
Well, you got a better idea, Hawthorne?
No, I just stay here and get stung every now and again. I'm not so good at making plans, obviously.
How have you resisted succumbing to the dark honey?
Oh, the queen insists that she's trying to make everyone in the hive eat it, but I try not to imbibe too much. That's why I've been stung a couple of times. It's not so good.
So you have had a bit.
I've had a bit, but you know, it's only if you keep eating it.
I see.
That the dark magics held within can affect your body. But I have taken some time away. That's why I'm in such a sorry state that I am. And
Which mouse kingdom are you from? Are you one of my loyal subjects?
I have no idea who you are, but I admire
I'm Prince Peeps Piddlington,
Peeps Piddlington.
the potential king of Stumpton and its surrounding environs.
Stumpton. My God. Yes, I'm from Stumpton. I was the king there. Why,
Father?
my God, Peeps! My boy, you're all grown up!
Hawthorne!
Look at
Daddy!
you!
I'll kneel, my liege.
My word!
They thought you were dead. What happened? They
The
said you went missing.
noble. He does have a name, but I never said it earlier.
We've only just met you. How could you have?
The noble Rusk, and that scheming guild boss Ricketts, and the old wizard Whitenut.
Wait, not.
Do not laugh. He puts on the pretense he is an old man, but they will scheme. I came here under their instruction, and
That's what I did. They sent me here to follow in your footsteps.
my God, they were trying to get rid of you too,
What?
so they could seize power for themselves.
No,
My God.
they wouldn't.
I'm afraid that they would. I did sort of hear them plotting, but I didn't want to tell you because you just seemed so set on adventure. I couldn't bear to break your heart.
Peeps, my boy.
Whitenut.
I know.
How could he?
He's.
He was like a father to me when you were gone.
No, I'm so sad. These terrible.
And Nigel. And the other one.
Yes, Nigel.
Corples.
Corples. That's what I called him as well. That guy's a prick. My God, I can't believe their schemes would be so foul.
Oh, no.
My God. Also, you. Why are you wearing my hat? Also, that's my ring. Where did you get those? Hazel.
Don't worry, I'm pretending to be a peasant.
Right.
And she's pretending to be me.
My
Oh,
God,
yeah.
travel in disguise. Peeps, you're such a clever boy. I always hoped that the kingdom would be in your safe hands. I'm so proud of you, my son. He
Daddy.
takes you in an embrace. You're incredible. Everything I could have hoped for. But we must get this done. We must break the curse. And
Yes.
return and take what is rightfully ours.
Let's cut down this sunflower and free these bees from this evil influence. Then get the treasure. And then get that man over there back to his weird bog wife.
His bog wife.
You missed that bit.
Right. That's okay.
And then we'll go on another adventure on the way home.
Sounds great. Also, I think your friend is still dancing. And we should maybe...
That's the famous Eduardo. Daddy, you know him.
Wait, he's still alive?
And then you just hear, and see.
And no
Nothing.
applause. Actually, you know
Silence.
what? I think all the purple bees love it. They are
just
really,
off their
they're like,
tits on, like-
this is the best, amazing performance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hurriedly, Bee Lena, comes to you guys and is like, Quink, we have created a distraction. Now is our time. You must come with us immediately.
Let us go.
Yep, follow.
You run out on back through the tunnels, led through the side passageways, and you can hear the queen bee saying, like, where are my servants? Where are my mice who are here to worship me? And Belina is kind of taking you, and it seems like a lot of these bees that don't have this purple vibe about them are coming with you. Like, they seem super on board that they are here to help. And you scamper along the rafters of this building and head out to through this kind of hole where sort of like some of the tiles from the roof have fallen through.
Can I quickly grab one of the the saw things that we saw on our way in, like the little mouse tools? Are we going back that way? Can I
Yeah.
grab one of those as we're?
Yeah, 100%. I think you can have a little detour as the bees are starting to organize themselves into like little packs together that kind of 4 bees per mice will be able to be just strong enough to do this sort of like hop down from this rooftop. But yeah, if you want to kind of sneakily zoom down this pipe and back up, you 100% can pick up one of these things. I think it's gonna have to be like a heavy thing. Do you have the slots?
I'll have to hold it.
Yeah, they were using sort of like axes and saws and files and like picks to be able to get through this. But yeah, you can easily get that and make your way back up. And yeah, the bees are all kind of ready to.
Can we switch back armor as well?
Oh, yeah.
That way, that'll be less heavy on you. And have your stuff back. We'll switch back. Now that I've been reunited with my father.
My sweet son,
Is the king coming with us?
do you wish for me to come with you?
Of course, father. You must see how much I have grown as a man. And now what I am capable of.
I fear I would love to accompany you. He's looking like a bit beaten up with these big stings. I shall accompany you, but I'm not sure how much I may help.
You
But
be careful, father.
I will do my best. And you step out onto the side of this roof, and the drop is kind of terrifying, like looking just straight down into this grass.
Maybe you should stay here, actually.
Hundreds of feet
I got this.
down. Oh, my boy, I could not let you take on such a challenge alone. You have grown to be such a noble mouse. And the bees are already, the sort of bee Linda is just like, Squadron 3, right, Squadron 2.
Father, let me introduce you to your future daughter-in-law.
Hey, we know each other. He's been here for like a year. We're friends. He's pretty chill. He's like, oh yes, he's nice as well. Very friendly.
We love each other.
We do. We're not in love. You're going.
Me and Belinda.
Right.
Sorry.
She's like, it's not quite love, but we're friends.
Yes, yeah.
Friend zoned.
And yeah, from here, like the huge black sunflower is almost the exact same height as the roof of this shed. Maybe like a foot or two down. That the bees are like, this is gonna have to be like a one-way trip. We've kept some of the bees collecting the dark pollen, busy bees, and we can drop you in there. Like, where do you want to go? And you're looking down. There's this kind of field of sunflowers with this one big main black one kind of popping up through the mid. Like, do you want to go onto the top, onto the ground?
Now, if we go to the top, surely the other doolally ones are going to come and swipe us off, knock us off, and how are we supposed to cut it down from the top? We need to go to the bottom, surely.
Well, it'd be thinner at the top.
What would be thinner?
Just cutting it through.
The sunflower? The big head?
Yeah, it's like thicker at the bottom, isn't it?
Well, someone's done their gardening. Incredible. How are we going to cut it off when we're sitting on the head?
We got ropes and stuff.
Right, okay. Well, I'll be clinging on for dear life because...
We can go to the bottom if you want.
No, I have a severe fear of heights, but I'll be fine. Just don't tell anyone. I'd skip that bit in my autobiography.
Well, how about we go halfway? That way we can avoid whatever's lurking at the bottom, dig, but also we don't get close to the bees at the top. We can like perch on some leaves and like rig up a rope system and do like a bit back and forth with the saw, like I saw those builders doing when they were building out in the new tournament grounds outside the kingdom.
A marvelous idea, young master.
Wonderful, wonderful. Similar to how we did Stonehenge. Similar way. Let's go.
Yes.
Wow.
What's an end?
You did that?
I did. Back in my
remember the
younger
story.
days, I did put Stonehenge up.
Eduardo, I see you're still full of shit.
Oh, the king.
How are you still alive?
Good to see you again, Kingy.
Okay. Let's go. And the bees each pick you all up and fly on over.
Oh, we're flying. Can you believe this? Oh, the wonders of the world.
Yeah, this is kind of like a wild experience for you. You looking down as you fly through the air, an experience that a lot of mice would not have ever
A true adventure!
ever
Can
had.
you believe it? Can you believe it, young man?
This must be the birds and the bees my mum always said she'd tell me about.
Exactly.
Never got round to it, though.
Edward, like, is actually just having a panic attack and freaking out. Like, he's
Oh,
so
God.
scared. He's so scared.
Now that Edward is actually having an adventure, it's like it's like cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
He's lied about so many that, like, when he's actually having one, he can't actually believe that he's having
He's
one.
having a breakdown.
So you are dropped onto, we'll say about halfway up are these big black kind of sickly waxy leaves that kind of sort of two of you on one side and maybe three of you on the other because Hawthorne has joined or King Piddleton is there with you as well. And then Belinda just like, "Zzz, we can only hold off the cursed bees so long. We need you to work quickly."
All right.
And you can already see that it looks like there's a bit of a ruckus happening at the hole where some of these kind of like slightly purple tinged bees are. You can see there's like a bit of a time scale on this.
I want to swing the saw around for someone on the other side to catch so we can do the little cartoon.
I'll try and catch it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think you can do this. I think I'm going to want you to give me a strength roll. I think I'm going to do this in, to add some pressure, I think we're going to do this in chunks, because you're not kind of on the thinnest part, you're not on the thickest part. I'm going to want a couple of successes on this. Like, how strong are you?
Am I rolling anything to catch?
No, I don't
Okay,
think you.
okay.
I think you guys can sort of just like prepare this yourselves.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna want three, like sort of a clock of 3 successes to make it through this. So do you want to give me a saw roll?
Okay. 17, that's not a success.
Okay.
5,
Um,
which is for me.
I think you guys can make it one chunk through this thing. As this is happening, there is now the rest of you are suddenly aware that it looks like these purple bees are kind of on their way out, and they are heading in your guys' direction. At the exact same time, you can see some of these sort of mouse sugar cultists are also heading out of the bottom of the doorway, and you can see them sort of like shouting at each other, running in your guys' direction as well. And they are both going to be sort of making it to you pretty soon. Hawthorne's like,
My God, my boy, what peril have I brought you into? I wish you'd never had to come and...
Don't worry, Father! Stand strong! For mouse kind! I will hold them off! And I like pick up my shield and my little fork and I'm like, I'll fight them! I'll get them, Dad! You watch me!
okay, great. Now, can you give me another strength roll to saw through this thing?
We've got
3.
Eduardo as well!
7, which is a success.
Oh my god, wow.
The
Okay,
legendary
I think-
hero! How can we possibly lose?
Just got my eyes closed and I'm sweating.
You legendary hero!
Ah!
Do you remember when you shot that eagle out of the sky in your book?
Oh, who can forget, young prince?
Take aim at those purple ones, they're coming for us!
Yes, yeah. But now I've got no arm. I can't use my bow and arrow like I used to because I've got no arm, you see?
These bees are closing in, and some mice are these mice cultists are at the bottom. They're beginning to climb up.
Please then, Eduardo, is there any way? We need help.
Okay, so I think that you guys have been able to have seen now, as because I'm so scared, I'm clinging onto this stalk, that you can see that I've actually do have a second arm, and that it's like hidden underneath my top, and it's clinging. It's, you know, like if you like hide it and you had like a flappy sleeve. It's actually like coming out and it's clinging onto the stalk, and it's become apparent that I've been using that as a get out. So I can't fight because I've only got one arm.
My God, Eduardo, the honey that you may have had from the queen, it seems to have regrown your arm.
What?
You have a second arm, your bow arm.
It's a miracle!
What the?
My arm has grown back.
Maybe that purple honey isn't so bad after all.
Oh,
No.
right. Yes, I just can't get up.
I'm confused.
This whole time.
Yes, it's right. I guess that means I can use my bow and arrow now.
Very good, Eduardo. 2 arms.
Two-armed Eduardo. That took me a little bit longer, but there we go. Right.
With that, the first of these bees is coming in. Give me a d6. This is how many.
How many bees there are?
How many bees are coming?
1.
One bee. Okay, this is one bee has
first attack
made it to you, and I'm gonna say because they're coming into this fight and you're coming into this fight, I want to know who fights first. And on a 1, 2, or 3, it will be you guys. On a 4, 5, or 6, it will be the bee will attack.
2.
Great.
Us.
So I will attack with my bow and arrow.
Oh god, you can let off a shot before the bee is even in range. Then yeah,
Right.
super easy.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna be terrible. Well, actually, maybe I'll have a fluke.
right, you are going to shoot this bee with your bow. How much damage do you do? So in Mausritter, you don't have to roll to hit. You simply just roll damage against people, and the only way they can prevent taking that damage is if they have armor. The bee has an armor of 1 because they're big and fuzzy.
Aw.
What am I 6 or 20?
So it should say on your bow.
Oh, my bow is D8.
Great. So if you roll a d8, that's the one with the triangle sides.
I'm trying, dude.
One of these.
This one.
This
This
guy.
one.
There you go.
Thank you.
Roll a d8.
6.
6 minus 1. You take this bee down. Tell me what
Oh
this
my
looks like.
god. All right, so Eduardo is like visibly shaking because he has to take his hands off of the sunflower stalk and he's petrified. He sort of puts the top on properly now that his whole lie has been rumbled. But thankfully he could lean into the fact that he had the honey, so everyone seems to believe that he hasn't been lying this whole time. He takes the bow and arrow and aims it shaking towards the bee and just closes his eyes and lets go and opens them and sees that it's made contact.
Yeah, you just see this bee is just falling out of the
Yeah.
sky as you have just nailed it.
Nailed it right through the chest, and Eduardo is just, he cannot even believe it. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that?
Oh my
I
God.
did it! I did it!
The stories must be true.
Yes! It must be true. Yes! Oh, ha,
I expected
easy.
nothing less from my first guard.
Did you see I closed my eyes? It's because I don't need to aim.
That was really cool.
It's all instinct. All instinct, they say.
Incredible.
It's like a 360 no scope or something.
Well, yes. Exactly.
Okay, well, there was only one bee in that first wave. Do you guys want to make another cutting roll?
Let's do it. 20.
Oh no, 11. It was strength, wasn't it? So that is success.
Okay, great. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, because you're both rolling, I'm going to say for each success you get is a half each. And so you've now done 2 full pips of my clock. And so we'll only need 1 more of those. But there's another wave of bees coming your direction. Can you give me a d6?
1.
Love it.
Okay, it seems like some of these bees, even though they're crazy with these purple eyes, they saw that first bee go down and they kind of split off from each other, kind of going into more evasive patterns. And so they are still closing. There are some of these mouse cultists with little candy cane shivs between their teeth, kind of climbing up the plant from below, and that they are coming to get you as well. And
Don't worry, I'll poke them with the fork.
Brother Glacé is shouting at them, just stop them! They can't take down the mighty black sunflower! That's our cash cow.
You stay away, you nasty cultist man!
Where's that
I'll poke you!
bloody stick when we need him?
Ooh.
Roll me a dice. See how.
You may not want to summon that.
Roll me a dice roll. Do you want him to appear or do you not want him to
I
appear?
want him to appear and chase away the other mice.
Yeah, roll me a. Oh heck, I think that's just great. As you say that, where is this great stig? You can see movement in the undergrowth and hear like a rumbling, and the creature is making a noise, and it is boom. It is heading this way. Roll, yeah. Give me a dice roll to see how effective it is. 6 is good, 1 is bad.
1.
Okay, like no, so it is just on its way. It's definitely coming this way.
Oh no, you can see like the
Things
being
grass
fallen.
moving, and you get this like whiff of like a smell as well. This like musky fur as this thing comes this way. There is a bee charging on in again. You are more than welcome to just shoot it with your bow. So there's only one.
Okay, I'll give it another go. 6. Oh my god!
Let
it turns out
me know what happens.
I'm actually really good at this.
The bees are trying to dodge, and yeah, you take down.
Eduardo, now incredibly cocky and confident, just takes the bow and arrow, looks at the prince, and says, "How about some of this? Let's go."
and shoots my dad.
Betrayal most foul! He falls to his death. Is eaten by the monster.
Yeah, hits the
Pow,
bee,
you
bam, right
hit
between
another
the
bee.
eyes.
Yeah, the bees are kind of like scattering and swarming. One of this cultists is kind of like coming up and is like next turn will jump up onto these leaves with you. There's a few behind them, but I will let you have an attack against them if you want to
Yes, I'll poke it with my cake fork.
try and stab a cultist.
Poke 4.
4. You killed this cultist. What do you do?
Nice.
I poke his like paw. He falls off.
Totally uncool, dude.
Is that Mace?
No, it wasn't Mace.
Oh,
But
thank God.
Mace is
I
like
love Mace.
two further down.
Mace, hi!
Oh, hey, man. Can you not cut down the sunflower? We need that for like our thing.
Oh,
But that's unchill.
what? It was you nearly cut it down now.
But you can stop. Like anytime, dude.
Sorry, dudes.
But Mace, like the damage to the plant is probably the damages have probably already been done.
But you could like totally stop doing this damage, man. I would really appreciate that.
But Mace, what if you like joined us or something though?
Like that sounds great, but brother Glacé is saying we gotta do this, and he like shouts at us a lot, and I don't want him to
Well,
be
I'll
mad.
show you. I can show you if that's what you want. I'll do that.
Oh God! You tell him, son. The voice of command. I always knew you could be a great ruler.
If you can give me a persuade, give me a will roll.
Oh, I'm not very convincing. 6. My
what-
will is 5.
He's like a little bit. I'll give you an advantage if you want to have a second roll.
Oh,
Well, wasn't
Come
it
on.
technically you tried to?
4.
Oh my god, you
yeah,
actually
right,
did
never
it.
mind.
We take
Never
that.
mind,
We
never
take
mind.
that.
We take
We
that.
take those.
Mace, how do you feel about becoming the Baron of Shed Town after this is over?
Baron.
Join our team.
Man, I don't even really like the shed that much.
You'll be the Baron of it.
Come live with us.
Hey,
Come.
can I just come with you? Like, what was it called? Like, grass field sounds great.
Yeah, Duke of Grass Windingfield.
Yeah, that place.
Okay.
It sounded really cool and totally not made up at all, and I love that.
Well, do that then.
Ace.
Well, you stab that guy in front of you, brother Glacé.
Yeah, look, this whole conversation's happening, and he's behind another mouse.
Yeah. There's like another mouse or two in front of him.
It's like a standoff.
Yeah.
But I think where there's a mouse behind him, I think he just gets his big lollipop club and just jumps and just smacks the mouse below him in the head, and they both like tumble off down through the leaves to the ground.
Excellent.
Don't forget me. As he crunches down.
I loved you like a son, Mace.
Great. Give me another round of combat. You guys can do some soaring. What did you roll?
17.
A name, which is a success.
Ooh. Okay. You are so far through. You've done 2.5 of my circles with your soaring. Like, it is like this black thick sap is oozing out of it and like pouring down either side, and it's got this like heady sweet kind of smell to it, and it is like gnarled and thick, and so it is really tough going for you guys to keep soaring away. How many bees are turning up? Four bees. And we'll say like it's kind of like D2 of the cultists have made it to you guys as well. So just 1, 2, 3 is 1, 4, 5, 6 is 2.
5.
2.
So 2 cultists and 4 bees.
No.
They rushed us all at once.
All rushing together. You can now see also below, all the other cultists seem to be running. They are all hard fleeing away, and depending on how this round of combat goes, something is going to be emerging from the tree line,
Okay.
the lower part, the grass line. You know what I mean.
I know.
Cool. Do you want to let off a shot? You can definitely strike first against these bees.
Right.
You easily have the initiative.
Come on, Eduardo. 4.
4. That is still a kill. They only have
Nice.
3 HP and 1 armor, and so
Woo.
plink, another bee goes down. They are really trying to evade, but you have just plink, taken out 3 of these just back to back.
God, I'm good at this. I'm really good at this. I should have done this as I did before many years. I did this.
Eduardo,
Look down there. More enemies.
Eduardo, you hero. I always suspected.
You said you thought I was dead.
Well, yes.
And I tell loads of bullshit, I think I heard you say.
Tell me again about the moon and Atlantis.
Later, my liege.
Yes.
When there is time to rest.
Is the sticky black sap affecting the people who are climbing?
There is, after these 2, no one else is climbing up. They didn't seem too bothered because these are crazed cultists. Old Mace, he took out the guys below him, and everyone else that is near the bottom has fled and are running for their lives, including Brother Glacé. And it was only just these 2 that got up. Yeah, they're probably a bit sticky with sap, but they are purple, frothing at the mouths, crazed. One with a big candy cane, the other with this little shard of like sugar, like a shiv, are there ready to strike.
Okay, I'll poke the first guy coming up.
Cool. Yeah, give me a dice roll. How much damage do you do? This is using your special fork.
1.
No.
Pal. Yeah, you give him a good poke. And he's definitely injured, but is still kind of good to go.
Is he still like climbing the stalk? Is he on the leaf with us?
He's the first one is sort of like leapt on, and the other guy is just coming off. But both are kind of getting ready to fight you. The bees are there. I think the bees are going to. It will be sort of maybe 1 into each of the people who are soaring away because you're attacking their plant, and then maybe 1 into. Eduardo, because you are clearly the most dangerous person here. Right, we'll do the attack rolls against the soaring people. So the first one comes into Hazel and stings you. These stings are bad. These bees are crazy. And it is rolling a d12 of damage.
Oh, God.
As it is happy to give its life for the crazy queen. 8.
Okay. My Scabrous says reduce physical damage taken by 1.
Yeah, so 7.
It's still not great, but it's So I take the 2 off of my HP and then 5 off of my strength, right?
No, so wait, how much HP do you have?
2.
Yeah, so you take 2 off your HP and 5 off your strength.
Okay.
But they die, the bees, when they sting you.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
bee is absolutely busted. The other bee... Oh, so if you have gone that far, you need to make a strength save for me.
Oh. Oh, 6. Success.
Oh, great.
Wow,
Okay,
nice.
yeah, you are fine.
Badass.
Because you could have got knocked out there. Right?
Yeah.
Do I have a sting stuck in me now?
Yeah. You have this like big sting, which God, is, like it's like a foot long as far as we're concerned. Like this big thing just out of your ribs. Against a herb, the sting is 5 damage.
Okay, so how do I reduce this? Is it just off my HP? Because
So-
I have 1.
Right, so it's 1 onto your HP, and then your strength is reduced
By 4,
the
right?
remaining 4.
Yep.
And then I need a strength save.
It's been a pleasure.
So you're down to 5 strength.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you roll less than a 5 on a d20,
6.
so you get knocked out.
So here you go. You are injured, and you are not going to be able to soar next turn.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
And then I'm going to roll to see who the last bee attacks. I'm going to say 1 or a 2. It's Peeps. 3 or 4. It's Eduardo. 5 or a 6. It's Papa.
Daddy?
That is a 6.
That is a 6.
Oh no.
This last bee
Papa.
flies towards you to sting you, but your Hawthorne, your father, dives in the way. Not my son! And the bee stings for 12.
He's already been stung twice. I thought you could handle another one.
You've only just been reunited.
Long live the king.
He jumps in the way of this bee. He takes this sting. My son! And you see him just tumble off of the side of the leaf down into the abyss of leaves and stuff below. So all the bees have been dealt with. And there's these 2 cultists who are looking real crazy as well, frothing in the mouth, these purple eyes. And only one is able to attack that was up here this turn, who is going to give you a shiv. I think it's probably going to be going into Peeps because you are the weakest. And it's only a d4 worth of damage. Not nearly as scary as a bee sting. 3 damage.
Oh, not 1 health.
Ooh, must be nice.
So you do have armor.
I'm at 2 health.
Nice. So you can kind of like
Clang.
block against this. As this is going on, you look down, your father has fallen, and this great shape is kind of like thundering through the underbrush. This colossal thing, easily 20, 30 times the size of each of you. And this like horrible stench is coming up from it. And it's this like big mammal, this big like black creature with these 2 long white stripes going up to this like big tail. And as it's charging along, and every now and again, where some of these mice cultists are sort of like hiding behind things, it is just spraying all around it. And you can see them just running around in terror. Brother Glacé is like, stand, you idiots! We have to stop them! And he gets sprayed right in the face. Some of the spray goes in his mouth.
Oh man.
And yeah, this creature is just like stamping around down there, chasing them about the place. Right, it is your guys' go again. There are 2 goons.
Can I drop the saw and swing my hook arm round and just try and like catch the rest of the stalk and just use the momentum of it already being sawed to knock the top down?
Yeah. I feel like that could work.
Because yeah, it's like it's almost gone.
Just needs a-
It's
So
just
you're
got
just
like that
pulling it.
wedge.
It might take your powers combined. You think maybe your weight alone isn't enough as this little mouse.
With my dying breaths can I clutch on to add more weight to it and just be like, thank you for showing this old mouse one last adventure, and like lean off.
You are doing this, and you hear this like crunch, the snapping of fibers, and this thing is beginning to go over
Okay, I'll run and jump off and grab onto the two of them as well. In a
onto
big
the side
pile.
of this hook, and yeah, it is kind of going more and more, kind of crashing down.
Well, I guess this means I've got to do it too. Alright, Eduardo closes his eyes because he's terrified and just takes a leap and grabs onto the stalk as well. And because he's got his eyes closed, he just misses and falls.
I think
Dies.
all of you together, like what begins as this slow kind of, cracking of these fibers, it increases, and the whole top of this plant is coming down. You are a good couple of feet off the ground, but the top remaining 6 feet of this thing begins to gain momentum, and the whole thing crashes down. You go through the remaining sunflowers that are surrounding you and smash down into the floor. As the remaining stalk is kind of bent over, that ricochets back, catapulting the two remaining cultists off far into the distance, and it sends them a long way away, and you all just like land amongst the leaf litter on the ground. The sunflower is dead. You have killed it.
And we survived.
Almost immediately, you can see the darkness sort of receding down through the stalk. Like the blackness is kind of already kind of seeping away, and the whatever you have done is kind of broken the magic, the curse that has happened to this thing. You solved it. You did the quest.
We did it!
But there is a crunching and a crashing as this creature turns, and it's just like roaring and growling. This phenomenally huge monstrosity is kind of bearing down on you, where you kind of have just got yourselves to your feet in the very bottom of this the sunflower.
I raised the obsidian stone!
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Forgot
I forgot about
that.
Reapy Green. Okay, do you want to roll me a... I need you to roll 2d8.
6 and 8.
Right.
14.
6 and 8. Okay, so you will have 3 pips on this spell.
Okay, I'll cast it all 3 times.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Right, roll me 3d6.
3, 6,
Uh-oh.
4.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
right, you will, you've done a miscast, which means that you will maybe get the drained effect, which will come into play in a moment. But this creature is charging at you. 20, 30 times your body mass, is enormous. Fangs bared. It is absolutely terrifying. And Peeps Piddleton steps forward and holds up this stone and your father's sword, and you're not sure if it's just because you're getting braver, but this thing don't seem so tough. This creature doesn't even seem that big to you, because you have rolled the spell Grow. You grow
Oh my
Amazing.
god.
however much you used +1 times your original size. So you are now 4 times taller. That actually, you're about the same size as this creature. You are stood there, and little Prince Piddleton is now colossally huge.
Did his voice get deeper?
Hey!
It's me, Prince Peeps Piddleton.
Okay. I guess I'm big now. Yay!
You are really big. You are welcome to make an attack against this creature, against the Shig.
Okay, so I think what I do is I just throw my sword and shield aside and dive like wrestling style for it.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Just get him around the neck, like give him like a proper.
Are you gonna just like break his neck?
My God.
Jesus.
Okay,
Jeez.
roll me a dice.
A D6 or what kind of dice?
I think now that you're huge, so like a basic attack would be a D4. I'd happily give you a D12 worth of damage here.
Okay, roll the D12. 7.
Okay, you are wrestling, and this creature did not sign up for this fight. It is thrashing in your arms, but it knows it's losing. It's roaring, and it's genuinely trying to like break free of your colossal grip, and is freaking the hell out.
I'm gonna just keep it with the headlock.
I think it'll maybe try and like strength its way out. If we do a contested dice roll, a d20, if I can roll lower than you, it might be able to break free of your grip.
15.
15. 17. Nope, you've got it.
I'm gonna choke it out.
Are you gonna kill it or just make it pass out?
Just make it pass out, yeah.
You can easily do that. Yeah. The position that you're in.
I'm just standing watching, just absolutely terrified.
Just this giant
What
mouse.
is going on?
Yeah, like two kaiju fighting it in front of you. But as you are Peeps angry. But as you are doing that, eventually you begin to sort of shrink back down, and it goes from
Yay! I won!
and the creature is just there, tongue lolling. It's breathing, but is completely beaten.
And I have picked up the crown off the floor and just handed over to Peeps and just kneel down and be like, my king.
Thank you, Mum. Hazel. Thank you.
My God, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Father. Oh, you look in a bad way, Dad.
I'm dying, Peeps. But you're a true hero. You've truly deserved to wear that crown. Each of your friends, noble, warriors, pure of heart, truly. I thank you all for bringing my son on his great adventure. Please, stay by his side. Help him in the future. He'll need your guidance and protection. My sweet boy, I've never been more proud. You truly are the greatest of the Piddletons.
Don't worry, Father. I will protect the Piddleton line, and I will protect all of the mice of our kingdom, just as you did.
I always knew you would. Now, I am dead.
Goodbye.
He passes on. He gets to see you become the king, though.
You just kneel down in front of the body, just the king. A
The
moment
king.
for the king.
But now you have your new king. So it is a day or two later, and there is this kind of big festival happening at the front door to Stumpton. They've set up a little stage. The people are all there. There is like, welcome back, King Piddleton. But the three town councilmen are like,
Oh, I guess he didn't make it back in time for his coronation. It turns out the king is long gone, and oh, it's a sad day for us all. And the
the old wizard mouse is like, yes, it's such a shame. We hoped for the king to be back. We should take this all down and have a sad day of mourning. And the noble mouse is like, yes, what a disappointment. But it couldn't be helped. He was too young, I guess. But then suddenly they're disturbed by the sound of buzzing. It's like sound of buzzing getting louder and louder. And they look up into the distance and they see the four of you being carried aloft by a huge swarm of bees, including the now completely healthy queen bee. And all of her sort of like subjects and servants are all carrying vast quantities of honey with them. And you all kind of land down onto this stage. What?
My loyal subjects.
My voice is like breaking of
A bit
confusion.
puberty.
Yeah.
I'm like holding the hand of a bee in a white dress.
Yeah. Bee Lena is there with you as well.
I have returned from my grand adventure with much treasure and booty. It has been an amazing journey across the land. We have fought frightening adversaries. We have overcome terrible odds, but we have emerged victorious. If it wasn't for the bravery of the old mage and the cunning and the wizard power, we would not have made it here.
I take a little bow.
Also, I must thank the famous hero, Eduardo, for his brave and adventurous action in combat, fighting off literally tens of bees on his own.
People are there like, tens of bees? Well, that's a lot of bees.
Thank you. The book will be coming out in the fall, which shows my heroic journey to success. Thank you.
And of course, the brave and honourable stalwart friend of the king, Hazel, who is bedecked in loot, which she went back to the shed for.
I do a little like bow
I
and
like
some coins and
Pat
gems
looking for the
just
key
fall
I put in my
out.
pocket.
Oh yeah, the key is gone. You just are like sliding that back into your pocket. Yeah, you have raided their treasure room. 100%. You can do
got
that.
this
Really, really
Cheese.
bulgy.
Yeah.
So-
It's like Marge with all the candy under her coat.
Yeah, the four NPC mice that went with you
Oh,
guys as well.
And also Tim, Alan, Steve, and Nigel.
They're all there. Yeah, we were helping out. It turned out we weren't needed at all. You guys are great.
Eat, drink, and be merry. May this usher in a new age of prosperity for all mouse kind.
My king.
Hooray!
Huzzah! Great. There is you guys all kind of end up inside having this incredible party, kind of mirroring the one that you had before, but now there's mouse and bee together. There is honey flowing. There is delicious vegetable mush, and you guys have this great scene of celebration. Can we get like an outro? Like, what is each of your characters doing?
Yeah, so firstly, you see like the corpulent guy returning to his room, right? And like closing the door, and I'm behind the door,
Oh!
and he just gets like skewered.
Oh my god!
That potion awakens something in you now. There's like a dark side to you.
And then obviously, it's implied that the same thing happened to the other two.
Wait, can we have this a bit like in Goodfellas? No, in The Godfather. Like, as you stab the guy, like Nanny like garrots the wizard, and like the other
Her
dude
husband.
is like drowning them in like a bucket of ale. Like
yeah,
But
me.
Poor like Belina's there, just like stinging
Stabbing.
this guy on the ground. Wow, you just murder all of them in one night. I love that.
Plot twist: as the corpulent guy falls over, you see Peep has purple eyes.
No, the curse is done. The curse is done. We're not having curses.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then it's a shot forward to like a year in the future, and I'm rocking like a baby, And you look down, it's like a half D.
Okay.
And there's like 10 of them.
This is
They're in like a
very-
hexagon-shaped shelf.
okay,
cute.
right. What is happening to?
Herb probably will get, bottle up some nice honey, go home, see his sister, and then go out and try and find old his little side piece, Reapy Cheap.
I think just
He
cutting
goes-
to you just back in your cage with the old lady.
Yes.
Yeah, and that he just lives out the rest of his 1 year of life.
Yeah, 'cause he's an old
It
man.
doesn't matter if he's old because she knows how to make things bigger.
That's true.
And she's been alive for a long,
Wait, what?
long time.
What is she making bigger?
I don't know, but I just agreed with him.
Oh god.
Herb lives long enough to see the birth of the prince's son, the king's children, be children, but dies not long after going home. But like
Arm in arm.
an arm in arm.
with
So
his
it's like a state
beloved.
funeral,
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
on, parade.
Oh, I think Eduardo goes on to write the best-selling novel about their adventures, which primarily just focuses on everything that he did, how he magically grew his arm back, how he is such a hero, and finally, in a kind of heartwarming, sort of like Hercules, where Danny DeVito gets like at the end, it's like they're really like. Everyone gets praised when they used to sort of take the piss out of him before. He actually gets taken seriously as a hero. And people clap when they see him.
Yeah, people now love him.
They now
know the
actually
tales.
love him. They don't make fun of him anymore, but he's still just absolutely arrogant and full of it. So it's probably not a great thing.
But now it's backed up. And
But now it's actually justified. He never fights again, though. It was just those 3 bees he killed. But he becomes very
He's
rich.
just doing the convention circuit.
yeah.
just showing off these like trick shots with
Yeah.
his bow and arrow, shooting a target like a cutout of a bee.
Yes. And the cheerleader routine he did.
Oh,
yeah.
your dance show.
Yeah.
They make a musical.
They
you
make
know.
a musical. It's as big as Hamilton. He becomes very rich and very successful.
Incredible.
Hazel, it cuts to Hazel talking to some of the like quite gullible noble mice, being like, all right, so it's sort of like a cheese wedge, yeah? Like, so you go out and get the treasure, but you bring it back to me, but you do get to keep some, and you need to like get some other mice under you to like, yeah, it just keeps going, you see? It just keeps going.
And very soon you
Yeah,
are
it's
the richest mouse, somehow richer than the Piddleton king, just running this scheme throughout all of the lands.
I love it.
But you're a great hero and adventurer. Incredible. Well, you guys have completed the quest of Honey in the Rafters. Congratulations to all of you. You did very, very well. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Had a blast.
It's amazing.
Very fun.
Really cool.
So, if each of you want to say who you are and how people can find you, far away.
I'm Ravs. I stream on Twitch and do YouTube. Ravs_ on Twitch and YouTube. And I do a podcast called Zero Degrees with Lydia and Harry.
That's me, Lydia. You can find me on twitch.tv/squidgame and also doing 0 Degrees with this guy and Harry.
I'm Brownie. You can find me at BrownieK on Twitch. And I also have a podcast called Comfort Zone where you can find some lovely guests such as Lewis and Lydia. I've been on it before with Kirsty.
Yeah, and I'm Lewis from the Ulstercast. I do lots of little different things. And you can find me all over.
Amazing. I have been your Games Master, Tom. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
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 And that concludes our campaign of Mausritter and the scenario Honey in the Rafters. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was a ton of fun for us to play. If right now you'd like to see some behind the scenes of us doing a post-game table chat where we talk about how we found the game, what could have happened, and how the adventure worked as a whole, you can by heading over to patreon.com/mysteryquest. There's a bunch of other behind-the-scenes stuff, and all of the support that you guys give us helps us to keep making this kind of thing. I really hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, everybody, goodbye.